Hugh Hopper left and John Greaves came instead of him. There's no recording of that period where John and Alan Gowen were together in the band, and the band was still playing themes.
It was playing the same stuff. They were doing a tour of the States. I remember them coming back from the States completely exhausted and coming straight on the road with us.
It was only a couple of days before.
Yeah, that's right. And I also remember the first gig that John did with the band down in a pub in Putney. And we'd actually rehearsed separately because of that. Because they were on the road touring, they'd come back and actually rehearse the material as a separate issue from National Health. Mm-hmm. And I was away with my band or whatever, Keith's band. So I'd come back straight to the gig, and I hadn't played with John. I hadn't met John either ever before. I knew who he was, but I'd never actually met him. So again, it was one of those on-stage meetings. I'd arrived just in time for the gig, got the sax out, and there was this guy with a flat cap on, going, "All right, Gov." I thought, oh, that must be John Greaves. And we went into, I remember one of the tunes that's on one of the new tunes, it's called something else now on the Soft Heap one. Anyway, it's a complicated thing, there's a lot of change.
Who wrote it?
Oh, I wrote it.
You mean Terranova?
Yeah.
Terranova.
Yeah, it was used to be Terranova, and which is not an easy tune. There's a lot of changes in, and that was the first tune we played on this gig, and it's the first time I played with John Greaves. And he never played it as well as he did that first time.
Oh, yeah.
He ripped through it. I thought, Christ, this guy's good. Of course, it all went downhill from there. No, John is. I love John's playing, but he's fantastic on first occasions. I saw him with Michael Nyman's band when he was sight reading, or he'd done one rehearsal, and there was a lot of music. He played it perfectly, apart from the last notes. Now, whether this is psychological, I don't know. But he never played it as well again. And I swear that particular tune, he never got through it without a mistake and with such spirit ever again. His first time, the up for it, the real concentration and challenge of it all. And then once he's done it and done it perfectly, he then relaxes on it and makes mistakes.
It doesn't seem the natural context for him to be in, looking back. I don't know, perhaps it was more in those days, but being more sort of a jazz bass player, it seems surprising.
You can't really say that Hugh's a jazz bass player, can you? It wasn't necessarily a jazz gig. It was a bass guitar gig, right? To blend with the electric keyboards.
But it was still jazzier than the more like freeform stuff.
Yeah, well, because of Alan's style,
Yeah.
Perhaps he was more a jazz player certainly than a blues or rock player. He was quite eloquent, tunesmith. John, the fact that he was about and they were working together, and that he could do it, and that he wanted to do it. But in fact, he did. I know they were fatigued for that tour, but he did struggle the more it went into the tour, and in the end, he was quite unhappy about his own playing at the end of it. Unjustly so, really. I think it was fatigue. They'd been on the road for about 2 or 3 months by then. But he gave himself a hard time towards the end of that Soft Heap, because we were playing well, and he felt he couldn't keep up.
Yeah.
So maybe there's something in what you say.